Servus und Hallo meine Freunde, heute zum neuen Video aus Madden NFL 20, the face of the franchise, QB1. Heute geht's weiter mit unserer ersten Saison. Unser erstes Spiel wird sein gegen die Chicago, also unser nächstes Spiel, erst haben wir schon gesagt, das nächste Spiel ist gegen die Bears, aber das fangen wir erstmal im Training und dann wir das wieder gut holen. So wie beim letzten Training.
Today's a work day, gentlemen, and you know what that means? You gotta get better than that. Ready.
Run the Level Konzept, ein completer Pass, also muss nur einen Pass umbringen. So in etwa.
Red 94. Go. Ready. Set, go. Ready, break. Set, hunt.
Er war jetzt zwar auf der 80 besser gewesen, aber es ist so wurscht, weil wir müssen gerade einen Pass am Warm
This is your
bringen.
last opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Set, go.
What the hell?
Men, you're gonna like what you see
Sagen
in
wir
the
mit
film
Glück
room this afternoon because today
gut
was a
gekriegt,
great practice.
weil es
Coaching
war
staff,
total
we
schlechter
can't
Pass.
ask for much more. You guys consistently do that, and we are gonna...
Wir haben ein Level aufgestiegen. Wenn man die Improvisation hat, ist ein Tee. Ja, mittlerweile ja ein Overall für 76 geht. Das war eigentlich schon nicht schlecht. So. Dann geht's jetzt. Nein. Jetzt haben wir verdruckt. Im Mile High Stadium daheim gegen die Chicago Bears. Wir haben als erstes am Ball. Wir schauen, ob wir gleich einen guten ersten Drive kriegen. Schauen wir mit einem Laufspiel zu gehen.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Philip Lindsay. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on
Bears
second
haben
and
eine
10.
extrem starke Defense gehabt.
Second and 10. To the catch
And
made. This is
Sanderson.
Emmanuel Sanders.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Julian Sanders, auf den können wir immer werfen.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches it.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack there by Roquan Smith. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? There was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Honestly, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. 4th-round guy, and many thought that's about where he would go, but I think he's got some upside, right?
He can come right in and do what they call core special teams player, playing all 4 phases of it.
Schnell ist, dann müssen wir es
his way into the lineup. I think a year or 2 down the road, they could have a...
Was? So incompletion. Das ist halt schon als completion gesehen. Ja, mach mal Trap.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, it's Lindsay. And he's tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards, the final tally.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense, because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Over the middle. And he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in.
Alter, sollen wir verdrücken und wirklich Doppeldeckung. Oh, und der kommt trotzdem hoch. So viel tun wir im ersten
And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Damit ist unser erster erfolgreicher Drive durch. Wir können in der ersten Quarter noch mehr Druck.
They'll run on first down. Lindsay. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's second down. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Sanders has it over the middle.
Scheitfalle.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Well, he's going to go for it all.
Gehen wir mal für einen Touchdown.
But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
Okay.
They go play action here on first down.
Und da haben wir wieder einen Sanders.
This is Sanders.
Und wieder Holding.
So that one a hold at the right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the
nochmal ein Sanders.
for the penalty. The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me
Why
pretty
sail?
well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Oh, das war schöner Fake.
For the run, worked out well. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Now a play fake here on first down.
Oh, er wird eigentlich sliden.
Finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Ich laufe nur in die falsche Richtung weiter. Ich wollte zuerst schon noch rechts laufen. Und dann laufe ich noch links und weiß nicht mal selber, oder? Boah, im Lauf, under pressure, trotzdem richtig schön oben den Ball. So kann es weitergehen auf unser Go-To-Guy, Sanders. Emmanuel Sanders. Er ist so wichtig für mich.
On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down.
Oh, okay, auf die andere Seite
at the 23 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping
is guys
the defensive lineman will take the bait and move
laterally
and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And an alley to run. And he slides
das
to
Gap
avoid the
Receiver offen und laufe das einfach.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll drop to throw. And that's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There
So
wasn't a whole
Genauigkeit
You have to think on
runtergeschoben,
early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Ohne
And a big
Wegwerfer war
loss
erst einen
here as
frischen
he's
Stick drauf.
taken down. That sack by Khalil Mack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
He's going to air one out, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the...
Helft mir, Fico muss reicher. 10-10.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell pressure, and he's taken down.
Warum wirf ich nicht zum Sanders, wenn er so frei ist?
Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now he's got it a great spot at the 8-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field. And the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something.
Oder Lindsay, was machst du?
And he goes down.
Der kommt da ungeblockt auf mich zu. Konzept. Deep pass. Verticals.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up to throw.
Nein, der nächste Fumble.
And this is picked up by the Bears. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
So schnell können sie das natürlich ändern. Ich bin hier noch eigenen 25 Jahre, da riskieren wir jetzt nichts mehr. Machen wir Laufspiel, gehen wir in Halbzeit.
Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Roquan Smith, fresh off a solid rookie campaign, in on the tackle for Chicago. And now...
Hamilton Sanders ist viereck. Hamilton Isako, der Receiver.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted.
Ja, der
Picked
definitiv
off by
erst.
Kyle Fuller. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some
Oh,
confidence.
Havo.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now it's Lindsey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Oha. Der Ball schaut jetzt nicht unbedingt gut aus, aber egal. Play Typ. Special Run. Quarterback Run. Nein, noch nicht Quarterback Sneak. Aha, die haben da so einen Quarterback Draw nicht drin im Playbook.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. play action. They'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact.
Ja, eigentlich ist es eine Flagge, weil ich slide.
On the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll drop to throw.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6.
And partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for him.
Kim momentan mit der nicht durch.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll look to throw.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Oh, Sanders is
the best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what
probieren wir mal das lange Ding.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And the return will
zwingend
stop
Kraft
right
im
around
Arm,
the
beziehungsweise auf Speck
25.
werfen. Irgendwie wird es aber auch nicht bestraft mit
And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive or no? And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd and long.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good yardage there on the script. He's going to have to eat this one as
sehr
Johnny
aufs
goes.
Lauf vergangen.
Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football.
Jawohl.
In his defense.
4. Versuch oder so käme.
He needs better protection, that's for sure. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 9 now.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball.
Bin schon wieder under pressure.
You're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle him almost on the spot. That means
die ganze Zeit under pressure.
Plays, harder to move it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was
almost a go-to guy on Sanders.
He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Oder jetzt
Good
complete.
throw, good catch, but I really like the route, the drag, and being able to run away from defenders.
Oh,
Hard to
yeah.
stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
it's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to
Wieder
put
wurde
2 plays in a
schlecht
huddle
geworfen.
each time you snap the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great game.
Nein!
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And not much on the return there. He'll take...
Was. Moment.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over?
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Khalil Mack in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. There defensively was Buster screen to knock it away.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle,
Und der
it
ist
could be in the
frei.
seams, in the edges. In
War
this
so
case, they're trying to
frei
attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He'll look to throw. Pressure,
der
and
kommt
he's
so
taken
durch.
down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack. And the Bears are going to get the foot. So the Broncos now down on the scoreboard. At time, a huge factor. Field goals, useless at this point. They need 2 touchdowns, and they need them in short order. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Devontae Booker, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Open man is Holmes. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off
So,
by
ist unser
Buster
4.
Screen.
Interception.
And
Wir
his crew will take
haben
over at
6
their...
Sacks kassiert.
So for the Bears, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with
mega
the
schlechte
victory.
Performance
And they'll
für
get
uns.
another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Broncos...
Ich bin überhaupt nicht zufrieden mit dem Spiel. So schlecht gespielt habe. Und so oft under pressure war, so oft gesackt worden bin. Traded running back. Alexander, listen, I wanted to do whatever I can to help the team win, but I feel like I am being excluded out there on the field. Can I get a few more touches, please? I'm prepared to carry this offense. Get me the ball and I promise I'll turn it into 100 yards. Alexander, hör zu. Ich mach, was immer dem Team hilft zu gewinnen. Aber ich fühle mich momentan ein bisschen auch nach unnötig, würde ich mal sagen. Oder ausgeschlossen. Ich fühle mich immer ein bisschen ausgeschlossen auf dem Spiel. Kann ich ein paar mehr Bälle bekommen, bitte? Ich verspreche dir, ich trage diese Offense. Gib mir den Ball und ich verspreche dir 100 Yards zu laufen. You know what? You're right. We are a better offense when you're running the ball. I'll get you touches this week. Thanks, Alexander. Let's get it. Weißt du was? Du hast recht. Wir sind eine bessere Offense, wenn du den Ball läufst. Ich werde dir öfters den Ball geben diese Woche. Danke, Alex. Lass es uns tun. Get Royce Freeman 12 touches plus for 100 rushing and receiving Platz. Also wir haben 12 mehr Ball geben und er muss daraus 100 Yards Pass oder rushing more. Real message X-Factor quarterback. This is the Aaron Rodgers. You know what motivation me to be my best? Having a talented quarterback on the opposite sideline. Every passing yard you gain, every touchdown you throw, it's driving me to exceeds. So don't let me down this week. Weißt du, was mich motiviert, jedes Mal mein Bestes zu geben? Einen talentierten Quarterback auf der anderen Seite, auf der gegnerischen Seite der Sideline zu haben. Jeder Passing Yard, den du machst, jeder Touchdown, den du wirfst, macht mich besser. So enttäuscht mich diese Woche nicht. Praise him. I'm exciting to face off against you, dude. Playing against talent passer like you will make me a better player. Ich bin aufgeregt, dir gegenüber zu stehen, dude. Gegen solche talentierten Passer wie dir zu spielen, macht mich zu einem besseren Spieler. That's optimistic. Why to look at things, but yeah, I get it. We will see how the game goes this week. So, also, es ist optimistisch. Das ist also ein optimistischer Art, auf die Dinge zu sehen. Aber ja, ich verstehe. Wir werden sehen, wie das Game der Woche abläuft. Game Day Goal beat Aaron Rodgers Packers. Fangen wir erstmal mit dem Training an.
Go! On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? See some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on!
Sad hut, 60 orange.
So, gain a first down against cover 2 defense.
Set, go!
Ja, es ist nicht so viel.
Here we go. 50. Plant. Hut, hut.
Nein.
On the ready. Hut, hut.
Wieder freigeschlagen.
Down. Ready.
Ja, wenn schneller kommt, dann darf es passen.
Ready, ready, ready. Hut, go.
Dann fangt er den. Wir haben jetzt einen Pass angebracht. Nicht einen.
And we're depending on you a lot. This team needs you to win games. Pick it up. Come on.
Hut, hut. Ready. Ready, go.
Aber Sanders ist halt einfach unser Go-To-Guy. So mir ein bisschen stört, das war eigentlich heute zu spät erst zeigt, wer was für Tasten ist.
Ready, go. Ready. Ready.
Seid ihr das auch? Laufspielzug von mir seid auch. Ja, bin ich groß.
That was great. I mean, you had a great day today.
Bin ich gerade gespannt, ob der Freeman auch viel spielt. Und unser Number One Running Back verletzt ist.
Hey, everybody, it's the...
So. Schauen wir gleich mal mit dem Freeman, ne? Leute.
Slam, slam, slam. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end fan. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
Abändern,
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side
weil
of the ball. I don't know
die
what
O-Line
happened
war
last
so
week
dicht.
to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pre-game. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
Ja, und dann wieder ein Freeman noch.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually
Macht
after about
einfach
3 to 4
wirklich so
steps,
wenig Yards
and cuts
pro
towards the
Spiel.
middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right
Ja,
now.
für Sommer ja einen Sanders in der Hinterhand.
An incredible play there. They do get big yardage.
Boah, das Score First Down. Oh, Roger soll schon den ersten Touchdown.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And you see the numbers for Sanders last week. 6 catches, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And you can tell early, they're going to look his way quite a bit. And he made himself available on that one. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Wenn wir da Yards more,
He
aber
is
jetzt
met
ist er
in
verletzt.
his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
You ain't got nothing.
2nd and 11. They set up the screen to Booker. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ja,
He
schon
is going to
gut.
go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ja, das Freeman ist wieder da.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it off to Freeman.
Aber es sind schon mehr
And
Yards.
brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the
Ja,
7.
wir haben 100 Yards schon beieinander.
That is a gain of 16 to set them up 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there.
Jawohl.
Get into their
Nein!
backfield, the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
2nd and 1. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Kyler Fackrell able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's
So, jetzt
surviving back
machen
there.
wir...
And to think,
Ach, wir haben ja... Wahrscheinlich haben sie am Fake gespielt.
a reminder coming up later tonight. A lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams. An 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. 2nd and 13.
One-handed catch!
I think he got that with one hand.
Ja,
And
wohl!
they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can...
Packers haben wir aber keinen Punkt gemacht.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll begin with much more advantageous starting field position than they did on their last drive as they come up here 1st and 10. Left side here to Sanders. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Even though he's a 4th rounder, I think he might have a chance to play and prove that, hey, I could have been taken higher in that draft.
And we've seen so many times now, guys who go lower in the draft, undrafted free agents that become big-time players, Pro Bowl players, so you never know. 4th-round pick has a chance to be a really good player.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't always reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he showed us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump started. And in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Looking to throw, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Meshsport was vor dem
Most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Oh, das mir funktioniert auch. Da ist der Touchdown.
To the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker. His first touchdown of the new season, and the Broncos will extend their lead.
Oh, wow, Defense ganz schlecht ausgeschaut.
There in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield.
Aktuell schaut es auf jeden Fall sehr gut aus.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Fights forward
so fake blows in
up to the 21. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's taken down.
Aber ich glaube, dass das das große Problem ist, warum ich so viel Druck drin habe, weil es gut haben. Ja, ich spiele ja eher Passspiel.
You're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it...
Ja, jetzt wird gepuntet. Oh, my defense
and Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Back now at Lambeau. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. Now back to throw. That is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a...
Oh my, Royce
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well defended, and while his completion resulted in a loss of yardage, it's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Alter, die Kamera oben jetzt komplett verwirrt.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot all right, but it comes... Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense.
Oh,
she definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
On play action, they'll throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue.
Kann uns sagen, wo ich dann nicht verstehe, weil...
So the Broncos now down by 4, and time a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught at the 25.
Alter, war das ein
A huge
Büssel.
play there for Denver, and even 50 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime. And because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Back to throw. Tell you what, he's been able
Jawohl.
to put the ball in some
Und Touchdown!
He takes it across for the touchdown,
Ja!
and they've taken the lead
Aber zu
late
viel Zeit
in
eigentlich
the
für den
final minute of the 4th.
Rodgers nur auf der Uhr. Oh, Overtime. Need a touchdown.
Here we go. Set. 60. Pittsburgh. Let Hunt.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 2nd and 15. Sutton
So muss
drilling
es
it in on
sein.
the left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they
flag.
have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Holding offense.
Na, Mann.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Als erster und 20er so eine
From the
Vollstress.
shotgun, he'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tremont Williams there to break that one up.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw.
Wieder.
Rush, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given
Ja,
up in this
Sanders.
one.
Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now. He sets. Well, this is taken.
Und da ist es Sanders. Mit dem
And they're going to have this
Completion.
across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't think he was coming down with that one, did you?
Sag
Come on,
mir.
tell me the truth.
No, I
Das
did.
ist
I'll tell you
Kunst.
what, though. A one-handed grab of that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next down.
I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime.
Oi,
And
das
you're
ist auch
right, the
guter
winner
Lauf.
of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses because normally you shake it off, but in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll drop the throw.
Hier goes the
And it's
Sanders.
caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Charles, you
That's
get into these
Freeman.
overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss.
Nein!
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson, and a big turnover. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
Verlieren wir das in der Overtime, weil Interception
Look
wird.
at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters. How much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a
Eigentlich
game.
unsere beste Leistung seitdem
So for
wir
Green
jetzt da
Bay,
haben.
it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home
seit
date
die
next
Madden
week as the Eagles will
aufnehmen
come to
und dann
town. Meanwhile, for
verlieren
Denver,
wir.
they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
I said I crack 100 yards this week. You gave me the opportunity and I fell short of the mark. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I need to round out my game. Go, any suggestions? Ich habe gesagt, ich schaffe die 100 Yards der Woche. Du hast mir die Möglichkeiten gegeben und ich habe die Marke nicht geschafft. Vielleicht bin ja ich das Problem. Vielleicht muss ich mein Spiel abrunden. Maybe I'm the problem. Got any suggestions? Also hast du irgendwelche Vorschläge? Improve explosiveness, improve receiver skills. The modern NFL is about passing, dude. I'd love to get you involved as long as you're willing to catch the ball. Die moderne NFL ist... Da geht's ums Passen. Ich liebe es, dich zu involvieren, solange du gewillt bist, den Ball zu fangen. I hear you, man. I'll work on it. Ich verstehe dich, Mann. Ich werde daran arbeiten. Dude, crazy game. We gave the fans their money worth. I gave it everything I had. I know the lose is probably hard to swallow, but guess what? We were the better team today and that's just life in the NFL, but better luck next time. Dude, verrücktes Spiel. Wir haben den Fans hier viel für ihr Geld gegeben. Ich habe alles gegeben, was ich habe. Und ich weiß, so eine Niederlage ist schwer zu schlucken. Aber was los? Wir waren heute das bessere Team. Und das ist halt einfach das Leben in der NFL. Viel Glück das nächste Mal. So, jetzt schauen wir nur in die nächste Woche. Und ich sag danke fürs Zuschauen und auf Wiederschauen.